Welcome to USMLE Sarthi. We are committed to empowering IMGs. We're excited to guide you on your match journey. Don't forget to click subscribe and turn on notifications so you can get notified whenever we add new content. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter for the latest tips and tricks regarding everything USMLE. Now, let's dive into it.
What was some of the things you wish you know before you, now that you've matched, that you wish you knew before you started the journey that would have made it easier? What things that surprised you in the USMLE journey? Maybe we start with Ashwini. Something that surprised you, something you were not prepared, something you thought, oh my God, I wish I knew it earlier and it would have been much easier, better.
Thank you for this question. It's very important to know your strengths and your weaknesses. Me being a matured graduate, having a step 3 score was very important. And I gave my step 3 in December. So I say that you have to individually understand your strengths and weaknesses. For me, the surprising fact was if I hadn't given step 3, probably I wouldn't have matched. And I was very under the pressurized system during November and December to give the step 3. And I'm thankful that I met awesome residents who gave me insights to how important is the step 3 for me being a matured candidate. And also the match algorithm is very surprising. It does help every student to match, but the algorithm, the way it works was one of the surprising fact for me.
Well, my journey is a bit quite unique when I applied for last year. So, like to be frank, in the last season, I applied a bit late, like over 1 month late. Like I don't have all my documents ready yet. Like, I think like program directors last year could like access the application like on September 29th, I think. And I submit my application like on like late October or like early November. So like that's the thing that when I did that, I did not expect like to get any interviews at all. But for some reason, like luckily I get like a couple of interviews. So that's like the thing that surprised me. So maybe like this, it is like a tips or message to everybody else. So try to get your documents ready like before September, like Ashwini said, like try to get your clinical rotation, your letters, your personal statement, and everything else done. Like try like before August, as best as you can. And as Ashwini said that I really agree. Like I haven't taken yet step 3 yet, but like some of my friends, like they say that having like step 3, like really can get like increase their interviews by a lot. Like some of my friends, by having step 3 with a similar score, they can get like additional like 5 to 6 interviews. So I mean like at that point, like you need to get like as many as interviews as possible. So I mean like I think like in the chat, like they're saying like Nashrin, if I can get your name right. Nashrin saying that is step 3 score matter. So one of my mentors, which is one of the program directors in internal medicine in the US, she said to me that for step 3, score doesn't really matter, but try to get like above 230. That's enough. I mean, like, don't get like 240. If you can get 240, 250 is great, but don't like force yourself to get like 250 or 660. I mean, like above 230 is enough for like most of the program directors.
I have actually a few tips for the new coming residents. First of all, step 3. Step 3 is very important for the match itself, but if you did not take it, as Shani said, please take it before residency. You will see how much it affects your schedule during residency itself. And sometimes also it's linked to the extension of your contract. And you don't want to have this lingering behind and making you nervous unnecessarily. You already have a lot of stress in your internship year. So get rid of step 3 before residency if you did not take it so far. Regarding the other stuff, try to get as soon as possible with the social security. Program should help you with that. They have a certain requirement. You have to visit the social security office This is the first thing you need to get done. License also is very important because, again, even if you're not going to drive a car, get a license anyways, because this is a form of identification, and also it is important to have your starting date. So later on, whenever you get a car, it affects your insurance, affects everything. Also about the homing. So for accommodation, I would actually suggest, if it's possible, if you can, at least for the internship year, if you can live in a place that's actually walking distance from the hospital, because later on you will find yourself required to be in the hospital 5:30 or 6 in the morning, and maybe you'll come late. So if you are in a walking distance, even if the weather is bad and you are going to take any commute or whatever, but if it's a walking distance, so it will be very easy, even if you're not going to walk. Of course, it's different from place to place, depends on if you're a big city or not, if you have good public transportation or not, but also keep that in mind. There are plenty of unforeseen circumstances might happen during residency. And also, again, the whole point is to decrease the stress during the residency itself. So living nearby, you might actually, we have the Jeopardy system, you might be called even not in your schedule. So if you are nearby, it will be much easier. You will be in the hospital in no time. So if it's possible, yes. Otherwise, yeah, you have to study the area, know how the public transportation, and if you even live a little bit far away, so you need to know the available public routes, that if you are going to take the bus or there is a train or whatever. So those are the things I believe this will cover all the things before residency itself.
So I've been working with my interns because I've also been chosen as an upcoming chief in the next year. So I have to guide them through the process. And we have a lot of 100% IMGs this year. So in our program, so we have a challenge of working through the intrinsics of getting them here. So I did tell them that visa processing, like how Ishani mentioned about the challenges of getting an interview date. So the SON, the interview date, all these are the acute challenges they will be facing right now, like getting an earlier date, so that they need to come here 10 days to get the SSN, and then they can apply for the background check and all that orientation part. So I think those are the immediate surprises I can think of the top of my mind. And also, like Ahmed was telling, learning EMR, learning to do a proper note, HNP and a progress note. All these are, even though we might have experience working back in the home country, doing notes and everything, but there is every program has its strategic approach of how they do it. And just to YouTube, how they were saying, to understand how a note is done, so that not on the first day you're not totally surprised on how to do HNP in the system. So I think those are the major things off the top of my mind I can think of. And I think as internal medicine is something I would say, and I've been telling the same to our upcoming residents, try to spend time with your family, do some things, you wanted to do, because you're going to learn AFib, MI, management, hyponatremia. Once you come here, it's going to be the bread and butter of internal medicine, and that's going to be everyday life, and they will learn it. So this time, I think it's more important that before they come here, have a little bit time with their family, go on this hike you wanted to go for a long time, do these things which you wanted to do.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope that video provided valuable insights for your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And check out our website for details on how we can guide you to a successful match.